Alrighty, what's up everybody? Peter Gilmore here. Take two on this little live stream. Sorry I had to abruptly end the last one. But I had to change shirts because it didn't look right. But it is what it is. I wanted to get something a little bit more comfortable. But not that type of comfortable, but you know what I mean. But anyway, thank you all for watching on video number 2 on this late Wednesday night. And you know what that means. It's time for another video. Video number 2, like I said, this time on the Peter Gilmore YouTube wrestling channel, youtube.com/Peter Gilmore. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like the video. Hit that subscribe button down below in my pants, otherwise known as the description box. And as always, friend me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Instagram, share the video all over the internet. And don't forget to tap and slap that bell. Basically treat it like it's the Philadelphia Phillies who can't get a goddamn hit tonight. Ha! Smack those bitches around. Turn on all notifications so you don't miss a goddamn thing. And you don't have to, unsubscribe and resubscribe again and hit the bell again. Then get my notifications so you don't get them like 30 years later. And that's pretty much it. So hit the bell, get notified, and subscribe to my channels. Smash that like button, stick it straight up Susan's behind. And follow me on social media if you dare. You have to be real. If you're not real, get the fuck off my channel. My channels are my social media accounts. Nobody wants you there. And that's pretty much it. And we'll move on from there. That's it. So this is your first time watching. Thank you all for watching. I hope you like the content. Ugh. Excuse me, big dinner I had. So if this is your first time watching, welcome to the party, pal. I hope you enjoy the ride. And if not, hop off. Go hop on somebody else's tiny little cock. But it is what it is, and that's all I gotta say about that. There you go. But thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing to my channel and my other channels as well. Doing pretty good. Gained a couple subs today, so it's not bad. Not all about getting a lot of subs, but I take each one as I can, whether it be a real actual sub or one of these losers who just love to follow me because they have no lives. They're obsessed. But it is what it is, and that's all I gotta say about that. All right. Hope everybody had a great Wednesday, middle of the week. About to end the first official weekend of November. Gonna turn the clocks back late Saturday night at 2 o'clock, which becomes 1 o'clock late Saturday night into early Sunday morning. So we get an extra hour of sleep. Daylight savings time begins. And then you know what that means. The holiday season is fast approaching. After that, 3 weeks from tomorrow is Thanksgiving already. Crazy. So hopefully you're going to be thinking about what you're going to get for Christmas, for your significant other, for your parents, and your friends, and whatever you're going to get. I'm still debating about. I already know I'm getting Rosa. I already have it all planned out. But for me personally, for myself, I'm getting a couple of things, and we'll see what happens with all that. When we get to the greatest day in the year, which is in 6 weeks from Saturday. And that's all I gotta say about that. Then we got the end of the year. Should be pretty damn good. New Year's Eve. Everybody's gonna be partying and getting drunk, and as we all know, what happens when you get drunk? You have that drunk sex, because drunk sex is the best sex of them all. Oh, absolutely. So, I'll be doing that. I will be on my break by then. I'm taking a break right after my birthday. So, from Christmas till New Year's Eve, I will be incommunicado. I'm not doing any videos at all. But I will pop in on New Year's Eve sometime in the afternoon, maybe the early evening, depending on what I'm doing that day. And I'll just pop on for a little bit, not going to go live. I'm just going to pop in and say Happy New Year to my great friends and fans and everything. And then pop out, and I'll be back on January the 3rd, 2023. So we'll be taking a small 1 week-ish break, and just to recharge the batteries for 2023, because I need a little recharge. But it is what it is. So that's what's going to happen over the next 6 to 7 weeks. The rest of this year, that's what's going to happen. Main focus is on my videos and nothing else. We move on from there. But other than that, today was a pretty good day. Started anger management classes with my therapist and group therapy, which is always fun. Because you never like, and I don't really like group therapy that much. When I first started therapy, I was put in a group with a bunch of people, and I was like so shy, and I didn't really talk that much. But then I started, later on when I was like bouncing around from therapists because I would get one, and then like 3 months later I'll get another one because they have to ship them out, not because of me, because they have to ship them out. So I get into another one. I was in there for a couple of years and had a very nice therapist and everything. And I started to talk more, and they, I was finishing up school and everything, so they really pushed me to finish school and everything. Finish school with a good old GPA, 3.5 GPA, which is pretty damn good. Loved it. So we had that. So I had to do that today. So I had to go back to group therapy, and anger management is never fun because they tell you stories, and some of them are insane. It feels like you're in an AA intervention or AA meeting. Hi, I'm Peter Gilmore. Hi, Peter. And I'm an alcoholic. I'm not alcoholic, but Rose is an alcoholic. But that's something different. But in any event, I did that, and I'm hopefully starting on the road to recovery. I'm on new meds that fucking up my stomach, but that's what happens when you get new meds. They have so many different side effects. They'll fuck up your stomach for a little while. But I'm on the new meds. I have a thing with I have an appointment with the psychiatrist coming up in about 2 weeks. But then I'm getting another psychiatrist because the one I have is retiring, which sucks. But story of my life. Every time I get a psychiatrist, I get another one a year or 2, 3 years later, and then same thing with my therapist. Every therapist I have lasts about a year or 2 because they got to change, and at the office they get transferred, and it's just annoying. Getting a new one, basically telling your whole spiel all over again. They have notes! That's why I hate therapy sometimes, because you get a new therapist, you get a new psychiatrist, and then you're like, oh, so what's your story? I'm like, I thought you had my notes. They never gave me the notes. I'm like, you fucking assholes. I gotta tell my spiel for 45 minutes again. Come on now. Why do I have to tell everybody the same fucking thing? Come on. But, I had a pretty good psychiatrist. She was very nice to me. And, I think I felt like I took her for granted. But, now I'm on a new plan. I'm getting on a new plan after next month. Going into next year, really. I'll be on a new medicine plan. Not the one I'm on now, but I'm getting another medication added next month, so. But I'm on 2 now, so. I'm on a what do you call it? An anti-anxiety pill, which calms me down really, really good. And then I'm actually on another antidepressant, so. It really messes me up. It makes me tired half the time, but I guess that's one of the side effects. But in any event, I'm starting on the road to recovery, and hopefully, as I end the next 7 weeks of this year, I'll be hopefully getting stronger and wiser, and getting in a good frame of mind. And we'll keep going into 2023, and we'll see what happens with all that. And that's pretty much it. Let me move on. But hope you had a great day today. I had a pretty good day, minus that stuff. And that's that. World Series is on tonight, so AEW is on tonight as well. But the ratings for AEW are going to be really bad. I can tell tomorrow night because World Series Game 4 between the Astros and the Filthies. What a game! What a game it was. The Astros won. They came back. They came back from getting destroyed in Game 3, 7-0. They came in and really destroyed the Phillies 5-0. A combined no-hitter. When was the last time you saw that? I think it's the first time in Major League Baseball history that, in the World Series history, I think, that one team has combined for a no-hitter. And we haven't seen a no-hitter since really 1956, which was the perfect game. I think it was the Brooklyn Dodgers did that. I could be wrong on that, but yeah, the Astros came out with their bullpen pitcher who pitched game I think it was Game 4 of the Yankee series and wiped them out. He came in and pitched a humongous gem. And Philly got nothing. They got nothing. They basically got a New York Mets from earlier this season. Remember when the Mets combined for their second no-hitter in history? Well, we all remember that, Met fans. We all do. But, yeah, this is not the first time the Astros have had a combined no-hitter. They did it to the Yankees, too, but not in the playoffs. But, great showing from the assholes. Oh, they cheated. No, they didn't cheat. But, yeah, so they win 5-0. The series is now knotted at 2 games apiece. Game 5 tomorrow in Philly. So whoever wins tomorrow is most likely going to win the series. Most likely. It could be a Game 7 on Sunday if things, depending on what happens tomorrow and what happens Saturday night in Houston. But Houston's got the advantage right. Well, really, both teams got the advantage right now. They get the best pitchers on the mound for Game 5, 6, and 7. So tomorrow will be Aaron Nola and Justin Verlander, who's not a happy person in Philly because he's like going back and forth, giving the finger to the Phillies. But so basically a Game 1 rematch. For Game 5 in Philly. So we'll see what happens with that. Philly took that game because Verlander stunk up the joint that game. So we'll see what happens with that. And then Game 6, we got Framer Valdez against Zach Wheeler. And then all hands on deck for Game 7. Basically anybody can pitch. Well, it's going to start that game. I would think McCullers is going to start the game. And then maybe Verlander and Framer Valdez might finish that game because all hands on deck. So we'll see what happens with that. But hopefully the assholes win tomorrow, bring it back to Houston, and it's do or die. It's basically do or die for the Phillies in Game 6 and possibly Game 7. But I'm still thinking it's going to be Astros in 6. But we'll see what happens with that. So we'll move on from there. And that's that. And that. Okay. We'll move on. So, go Astros tomorrow night. That's all I got that matters. Let me move on. All right, let's go to our chat. And as always, my good friend from the UK at 6 o'clock in the morning. Top of the morning to you, love. Are you going to play Wimbledon? Play tennis with the Queen and the Duchess? Well, the Queen is dead, but no. Chain crumpets with the King? Anyway, my good buddy Real Rally Sport Rally's here. He says, "Hi, Pete." Well, hi to you too. Dynamite wasn't great, was it, Pete? No. This might be the worst Dynamite of the year. So far. I mean, got a few more weeks to go for Dynamite. But we'll get to that in a minute. We'll get that in a minute. I got some things I want to discuss before we get to that. All right, so we'll get to Dynamite in a minute, but I want to quickly address something real quick on the show. Now, in the description box below, is an apology video I made to the trolls and everything. And I made another apology to my friends that I threw under the bus and all that stuff. I'm not gonna go into most of it. Just go watch it down below in the description box below. Doing pretty damn well so far, and it's gonna keep going up. Those views and likes are gonna go way up, hopefully. And it is pretty much what it is. So I mentioned, everything about those trolls. They know who they are, and then I get notified that one of those trolls did a response video to me, and it really wasn't even a response video because like half the time we was messing around with his stupid fucking cat. I mean, if you're gonna do a response video to me, I mean, can you actually make it worth my while to watch? I mean, like seriously. I mean, really. I'm trying to watch 40 minutes of this of a video, whatever how long it is, and like 15, 20, 30 minutes of it is like, oh, I'll be right back. I'm gonna play with my cat, I'm like, how am I supposed to take you seriously? And I can't. That's why some of these videos are just off the wall. But I digress. So anyway, this person made a response to me and just basically lied throughout half his video. I wrote down some notes, so this is like a little bit of a response to that, but it's not a full response. But I'm just gonna address this video, and then I'm not talking about this creepy dolphin bastard any longer. And I already kind of tried to apologize to him. He didn't want to take my apology, and I knew he was not going to take it, and other people weren't, so I could care less. But that's it. So basically, the gist of it was like he was saying that I have no social life, that I'm always on YouTube 24/7, 365, which is not true. I work for a living, so how can I be on YouTube all the time? But it's like, oh, you're doing videos every day. How can you have time for that? You're working 25 to 40 hours, blah, 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 blah. I make time for when I want to do a video, like a review or something like that. I make time for it. I got other things to do. I got to hang out with the missus and stuff like that, If we go out, we go out. But I do have a social life. Not usually during the week. I go out most of the time. Unless somebody invites me to the bar to watch a Ranger game or something like that. Or actually, I go to the Ranger game, which I haven't gone for like a little while. But I will be going probably sometime in the near future. But to say I don't have any social life is just really misleading. I go out a lot, so I have friends. Oh yeah, I still have friends, by the way. Minus what you people think I don't have any real-life friends. I have real-life friends. I have a lot of real-life friends I hang out with. And I have a lot of online friends I still have that I still talk to from time to time. So, you can't prove I don't have online friends anymore, so. Or offline friends. That's that. Easily saying that I did the video playing the victim. Think what you will on that one. I'm not playing a victim. I'm actually telling the truth on that. Basically saying I need validation from my former friends that I'm begging for their apology, for their forgiveness. That's not true at all. I mean, I did say if you have a heart, you can. I mean, you can forgive me, but if you don't want to forgive me and think my apology videos were full of shit. I mean, that's on you. I'm just gonna, I said what I said. I'm owning up to my mistakes. I'm getting the help I need. And hopefully, if you have a heart, you can say, oh, okay, Peter's getting the help. Let's at least support him through this little thing. I know he hurt me really bad, but maybe he'll turn it around in like six months to about a year or two. People have hearts online and in the world. Some people do. Some people don't just have black hearts. Not me, but But in any event, I'm not begging for their forgiveness. I'm not saying, please be my friend again. Nah. If they don't want to be my friend again, then that's fine. I just go be with my other friends that I have. Godspeed with them, these people that don't want to have nothing to do with me anymore. That's fine. And people, they're saying that I'm using my mental health conditions, like my anxiety and depression, as a crutch to get sympathy from people. That's not true. That's not true at all. I don't need pity, really. If I'm having a bad day and I'm going through a lot of stress and everything, especially with my personal problems off YouTube, I'm not using that. It's like, I'm going to be off YouTube for a little bit. I got to deal with a personal problem. I mean, if they want to say, I hope you feel better, that's not actually asking for sympathy. It's like, I'm sorry to hear what happened to you. I'm not using my mental health because my anger issues, especially this situation. I'm not. It's not a crutch. People saying, you shouldn't vent your frustrations on YouTube. You should keep it private. That I'll kind of agree with, that I shouldn't go on Facebook and Twitter and vent my frustrations and shit, or just come on YouTube and do a fucking rant. That's fucking legendary. But he's like, they're saying, you shouldn't be on YouTube anymore. You should just get off YouTube and focus on your fucking health and everything like that. As I said before, I'm going to take a step back from YouTube. I'm not going to be on all the time. Like I said, I'm not going to be on every day. I mean, I am going to be taking some days off here and there, unless there's a big news story. But pretty soon I'm going to be taking more steps back, and I'm not going to be on that much. But to say that you want me off the internet for good, that's not happening. I'm not going to listen to you. You don't tell me what to do. Are you my dad? Are you my are you God? You're not, because you can't be God. I'm the tribal God. You're not. I'm the metal God. You're not. So you can't tell me what to do. I make that choice. If I want to leave YouTube for a couple weeks to a couple months to a couple years, I make that choice. You can't make that choice for me. So, fuck you, man. They were just saying that the apology was low key, and I was still making some snide remarks to Sean and all the people. My video, I can do how I want. I mean, if you think it's a half-ass apology, that's your opinion, but my opinion matters the most. I was being sincere to my friends who I hurt, and when I even made some of the apologies to these trolls and everything, I was being sincere. I wasn't half-assing at times. But like I said, your opinion, but my opinion matters the most. But people saying that I'll never be forgiven again. I've been forgiven for almost worse things than this before in my life and on YouTube. It just takes a long time. This is going to take a long time to heal from some of my friends. It's going to take a very long time to heal because I broke their trust. I broke their friendship. We broke our friendship. Me and Nick, me and Lauren, me and Prince all broke our friendship. They went their separate ways. They go on other people's chats, which are kind of surprising, and I kind of figured they would do that. They want to go to the dark side. They're gonna find out it's very dark. And then when they want to come back to the light, the good side, I'm not gonna be there to pick them up. So if you want to go to those people, then go be with those people and let them treat you like shit. And then stab you in the back. And then you want to come crawling back to me, I'm going like, well, I'm gonna be like the king. I don't take beggars. So, I mean, that's up to you what you want to do in your life. I'm a forgiving person at times, but when you stab me in the back, it takes a long time to heal. So that's that. But like I said, I'm not playing a victim. No, I can be forgiven. I will be forgiven, whether you like it or not, from these people that I hurt. I think, in their heart of hearts, eventually, in about 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years, they'll forgive me, hopefully. And if not, well, that's just on them. I have to live with that. So, and blah blah blah. Talk about my a psychologist and a therapist. I am seeing a therapist already. A psychiatrist, I'm getting a new one next month because the old one is retiring. So I don't need to see a psychologist, but it is what it is. All right, I'm just gonna run through this because I want to get to this review and go to bed because I got things to do tomorrow. Saying that I'm being manipulative to these people, no, or in general, no, I'm not a manipulator or an enabler. And saying that, like I said again, that this was a half-ass apology, and that I'm just getting sympathy. If they forgive me, it's just for sympathy, and I'm manipulating them to say, hey, okay, we'll let it slide. No, that's not the reason for my apology videos. My apology videos were very sincere, and I owned up to my mistakes. And I said I told these people I didn't mean to bring them into the situation. And it's best that we move on for a little while. And then if someday we decide to get back together as friends, or just, I can come back to watch, being subscribed to your channel or whatever it is, you want to sub back to me. And then you can say, hey, you can come and comment in my chat room, or you can comment on my videos. But, as far as friends go, we're not going to be friends for a while. Then I'm like, okay, that's fine. I'll respect that. And I'll do the same thing for them. But most of the people that I broke trust with, I did not block on YouTube. I let it go. I didn't. Some of them I have unsubscribed from. Most of them I did not. It's my choice to subscribe to you and unsubscribe to you. You have that choice to sub to me and unsub to me. But yeah, I know. The wife's showing me a whole bunch of Back to the Future Reunited videos now. I know about it. Doc, I'm back. Marty, where'd you go? Back to the Future. But in any case, so we got that. So I'm not manipulating anybody. I'm owning up to my mistakes. So if you think I'm begging these people to forgive me, that you're wrong. It's up to them if they want to forgive me. It's not up to me. I'm not begging, like, please forgive me, please, I won't do it again. I'm not on my hands and knees on a video begging for your forgiveness. That's up to you. If you want to do it, you want to do it. It's up to you. Saying that the apology is doing more damage. I don't think so, but maybe it is, maybe it isn't. So I'm not going to comment on that. I don't think it is. But like I said, these people don't want to take my apology. They think it's full of shit, and that's on them. They want to keep this going. That's on them to do that shit. I'm not giving two shits anymore. I'm personally moving on. I'm trying to live my life and have my privacy and focus on getting better. Not deal with these people anymore, because they don't have a heart. They don't have a soul. They're basically nobodies. They're basically non-entities, I guess you can call it. They live in a black hole. They should be put in a black hole, or just go in a black hole and never come out. They're saying that I should get rid of all my channels, or hide my channels, or private all my videos. I'm like, that's not happening at all. So you got to deal with that. If you don't like me, I don't personally care. You want to do videos about me? I personally don't care either, because I'm not going to respond to any more videos that you do, because they're garbage. How am I supposed to take you seriously if half the video you're playing? I don't know what the hell some of these people are doing. They're breathing heavy, so maybe they're jerking off. I don't know. They're playing with money, or they're playing with something on the computer table. They have to stop the video to feed their cat, or go do something else. I mean, if you have to go to the bathroom, that's fine, but don't take like 10 minutes to go to the bathroom, and make sure you wash your hands. I mean, you don't see me, stopping, say, oh, I gotta be right back, I gotta feed the cat, You don't see me doing that shit. If I have to take a break, I take a break, and if it lasts a couple minutes, I'm usually probably in the bathroom taking a mighty dump, or the missus has to call me and I have to step out for a second, which is annoying, but, I'm not privating my videos, I'm not shutting my channels down, so you're gonna have to learn to live with it, like, Ric Flair said. Learn to love it! Or like a good friend, Macho Man really serious. Oh yeah, you may not like it, but you must accept it. And if you can't accept that, then you need to get off YouTube, not me. You don't have to watch me. Go do your boring as fuck gaming videos. I get no views. And that's it. All right. All right. Couple more points, and then I'm done with this. I know I shouldn't do it. I don't want to. I shouldn't do this on a separate video, but I want to just get it out of the way, and then I'm done with this situation. Making fun that I have like 12, 13, 14 accounts. That's not true. I have 5 and 2 backups. There's really 7, but 5 I actually use, and I don't use them to troll or anything like that. So spin your own narrative on that one. So, like I said, my opinion matters the most. Yours doesn't to me. I don't care for your opinion. It is what it is. People saying I use those to bot views. Not true, and there's no proof of that. So until there's actual proof, then I can actually say something about it. But there's no actual proof about that. And I don't use my channel to like the videos 10,000 times. So. It's like I have two likes now. Is that from me? Can't be. I'm live. How can I do that? I could use my computer to do it, but I'm not doing it. So there's another point proven. People want me to take a break longer than a week, but I already done that. It's like, oh, somebody said, oh, Schoensphere took longer break than you. He took a year plus off. It's like, so what? So what? Who cares about him? I took 6 months off in 2017. That's my longest break. Am I going to do it again? Probably not. If I do take a break, it'd probably be when I actually go on maybe my vacation, which probably won't be in December because the prices are just way too high during the Christmas season. So I might go a little bit local, go down to Atlantic City, or go maybe to Philadelphia, or go somewhere. But full blown vacation will probably be maybe early next year. But depends on the missus too, because she has her stuff to do. I got my stuff to do. I got so much PTO I can use right now. I can just take time off now if I wanted to, but I want to make the money I wish I had, because I got a lot of bills coming up. And I get my Christmas bonus, so I'm going to use that to go on a little excursion with the missus. But as far as a long-term break, like a year, probably not. I think the most I would probably take is about a week, maybe 2 weeks at most, when I go on an actual vacation, which could be sometime early next year. I don't know when it's going to be yet, but blah, 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 blah. Somebody said I'm bipolar. I think it's Lauren said I'm bipolar because I could be nice 1 minute and then I'm angry the next minute, just out of nowhere. But I don't think that makes me bipolar. I have to be diagnosed for that. So, but that's her own opinion. Somebody said I yell at Nick and Lauren in chats. I haven't really yelled at yelled at Nick and Lauren in chats in a long time. I don't really yell at them in Discord that much. I mean, I have sometimes, especially when Nick acts like an asshole to me sometimes, and Prince just goes off the wall. Lauren, I really don't have much problems with, except for I get really angry and I go off the wall and I'm saying different shit, and it's like, calm down. I'm like, shut up, So she has to put me in check sometimes, but now I have to put myself in check because Lauren and Prince are like long gone. But that's their own business. I'm sorry that our friendship ended like that, but they'll be back. And the final thing I'm gonna mention is these people think that I'm gonna kill myself if I'm alone. It's like I need people to be around or I'll kill myself. That's not true. I could do things by myself. I don't need to do anything. If the missus, goes out with her girlfriends and I'm home alone, after a hard day's work and she goes out with her friends, she wants to have a girls' night out, I'll just stay home, watch porn, watch Asian porn, watch Dynamite or watch something. But, I don't have a fear of being alone. I was like, oh, somebody needs to be with me. If Rosa leaves me alone for like 2 weeks, she goes on her own vacation or something like that. And I'm basically here doing nothing besides my job and going to see my parents and everything, or going out with my friends. I'm not alone, and I'm not going to kill myself over being alone. So, and I'm not addicted to the internet, if you people think that, but so that's pretty much it for that. Did I hit you there, Wrestling Cat? Did I wake you? I'm sorry about that. But that's all I got to say about that. So those clowns want to do another video response to that. I don't freaking care, because everything you say is a lie, and I'm not gonna sit around and do more response videos. That's the last one I'm doing. So think what you will, and that's pretty much it. You go your own way. I'm going my way. If you can't handle that, then you are the obsessed ones, because you're gonna be done with me, and then you're gonna go on to another schmuck, that's not gonna take shit from anyone. Then you're probably gonna be like, get your panties in a bunch. But it is what it is. And I know one person's probably watching me right now. You love how my dick tastes, don't you? Right there, dude? You do. You love me so much. You love me so much, but next time buy me dinner. But I'm just joking about that, but But keep riding, baby. Keep riding. But it is what it is, you know what I mean? But I care less for these people anymore. I can't. Alright, let's move on from that. Alright, so Will Rowdy Sport is here. Talk about that. Alright, let's get into your AEW Dynamite review for November the 2nd, 2022. Or if you're watching now on the replay, it is now November the 3rd, 2022. Did I say October? I meant November the 2nd, 2022. Or on the replay, November the 3rd, 2022. Thank you all for watching right here on the Peter Gilmore channel. Once again, my name is Peter Gilmore, but you knew that already. So let's get into this review for tonight. And like Real Rowdy said in the chat, this show was not so good, Al. Not that great. We got a couple of surprises. A couple of interesting surprises. During the night, we had a member from New Japan come out. Also had Chris Jericho take on a former Ring of Honor champion, not world champion. It could be any champion, tag team, women's champion, six-man tag team champion, tag champion, world champion, stuff like that. Not the name I was thinking of, but you know, he had a match with him. Then the main event was for the Ring of Honor television title. We had the Machine, Brian Cage, and my good friend Prince Nana of the Embassy taking on Samoa Joe. And then what happened after that with Wardlow and Powerhouse Will Hobbs. But all in all, wasn't a bad show, but it could have been a whole lot better. And the Marina Shafir Jade match, oh, we're going to talk about that. Oh, I know JD's probably not live right now, but if he still is, he's probably having a field day with this now. Because he's like, oh, I told you so! I told you so! I'm Jerry! I told you so! You're still an egomaniac, and you still got owned by Jade Cargill and Britt Baker, by the way. So, fuck you, JD! You egomaniac. Go chew your blue chew, dude. But I digress, and we'll move on from that. Alright, so let's get into the review. Yeah, we're getting there. What do you think of Dynamite? Here we go, review. Yeah. Strap in, grab your cold beverage, and here we go. Here we go. Alright, so we are live from the Chesapeake Arena in Baltimore, Maryland. Good friend Otaku was there. Hope he had a good time. Maybe he did, maybe not. Maybe he actually met a girl from the girl. I don't know. That guy needs to get laid in the worst way. Seriously. But I don't know what girl would want it. I'm not saying anything bad about Otaku, but dude, you need to get laid, seriously. You need to take all that freaking hatred for women and put that off to the side. Find you a nice, good girl that'll treat you right, and you treat her right, and then, you know, you have good sex, and, you know, it's alwa's gravy after that. But if you're going to be an asshole and be a womanizer, then you're going to be forever a virgin and forever single. But, like I said, no disrespect to Otaku. I just think some of the things he says and does on his channel are just sometimes wacky. But, you know, I have a love-hate relationship with that guy. But let him do his thing, and I'm doing my thing. That's all I gotta say about that. Alright, so we are 2 weeks away from Full Gear 4, coming your way live Saturday night, November the 19th, 2022, from the Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey. A hop, skip, and jump away from me. And I'm not going. I wish I was, but I'm not. And that's that. Well, also, 1 month away from Ring of Honor Final Battle, the final pay-per-view for Ring of Honor. That's December the 10th at 3 p.m. from Arlington, Texas. When was the last time you saw an actual pay-per-view in the States at around a 3-4 o'clock time slot? I mean, house shows, yeah, you get that. But pay-per-views at 3 o'clock? I don't think I've ever seen that in my life. I could be wrong, but it is what it is. Yeah, 2 weeks away from Full Gear, dude. 2 weeks away. We got 2 shows left. Well, actually, counting Rampage, 3. Well, after Rampage, we got 4 shows left. And Rampage this Friday is live from the Boardwalk Hall in Atlantic City, New Jersey. So I don't know if the week after is live, but I think the night before Full Gear is live, because the November 18th show is from the Prudential Center in Atlantic City, Newark, New Jersey. And I forgot where I think Dynamite's from there too. I have to look that up. I think all three shows are from the Prudential Center. I think I have to look that up. I'm not sure about that, but we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, 2 weeks away from Full Gear. We are a month away from Ring of Honor. So we're 2 weeks away from Full Gear, and 5 weeks away from Final Battle, and NXT Deadline. That's the last pay-per-views of the year, ladies and gentlemen. So, that's it. After that, we're not talking about a pay-per-view until January the 4th, which is Wrestle Kingdom 17. From Tokyo, Japan, #1. That 2-night extravaganza. Jay White versus Okada for the IWGP Championship. That's one of the big matches. There's a Fatal 4-Way for the Junior Heavyweight Championship. Hiromu Takahashi's in that one, along with Taiji Ishimori and I think Ren Narita and somebody else. I don't have the full card for the Tokyo Dome show for Wrestle Kingdom 17 right now. But this weekend, actually, on November the 5th, we also have a pay-per-view. That's New Japan's Battle Autumn show, where it's supposed to be Herculeo taking on Carl Anderson for the Never Openweight Championship. But now that Carl Anderson is fighting in Saudi Arabia, if it even happens, depending on what those damn Iranians do, because they could postpone it because of that crap. Then, it's like, Carl Anderson's like, I'm going to rush over to Japan and come right back. And drop the title there. But looks like he's going to be stripped of the title. Herculeo's going to be the new champ. Or I don't know how that's going to work. But we'll see what happens when we get there. But, yeah, Battle Autumn's looking pretty damn good. The card looks pretty decent. And we'll get to that. I'm not going to review it, but I will be watching it probably that night. Which is going to be, it's really going to be Saturday morning at like 3 o'clock. Because it's Japan time. Japan, if it's November 4th, it's November 5th in Japan. So that's when the pay-per-view is going to be like around 3, 4 o'clock in the morning on NewJapanWorld.com or NJPWWorld.com. I get it for free. You buttholes have to pay $14.99 or whatever it is. I get it for free because I'm like that. But it is what it is, and that's pretty much it. So I might watch some of it, not all of it. I might have to watch the replay of it, like Saturday night after Crown Full. But I will be doing Crown Jewel, my review, probably late Saturday night. Because I'm watching the pay-per-view, then I gotta go out, do some errands, and then probably later that night I will be doing the review right here on the channel. So stay tuned and hit that bell. Is it Saturday or Sunday, Pete? Full Gear. Saturday, November the 19th there, dude. So mark it on your calendar. So we got that. All right, so we had all those matches announced for the night. Like I said, Jericho versus a mystery Ring of Honor champion. Brian Cage taking on Samoa Joe for the TV title. And Jade Cargill and Marina Shafir in a 9:30 death slot match. And much more as we're rolling on to Full Gear and the Final Battle. All right, so we start off the show with the opening sequence. We get the fire and the pyro. We are live from Baltimore, Maryland, and our commentary team, as always, the man behind the mask, Excalibur, the man from Red Hook, brother, the Met fan that he is, Taz, brother, and also the very legendary, the very evil, and very legendary man himself, Tony Baloney Schiavone. Good friend of mine. XWF legend himself. But it's Tony Baloney Schiavone. Or as Jericho would likes to call him, Tony Schiavone. Or Scone, I think he called him at one point. Tony Scone! I'm like, Scone. Anyway, so we start off with our first match of the night. Darby Allin. Hello, people. I'm gonna come out and mess up my body because I wear really bad face paint. And I don't need Sting anymore. So anyway, Darby takes on Black Machismo. Black Machismo, oh yeah, get it! Jay Lethal, who came out with Sanjay Dutt and Satnam Singh. So this is a rematch from a couple weeks ago, a couple months ago, I think it was. So they start off fast on the floor. Darby with some ground and pound starts hammering away at Jay, despite having his ribs taped up from basically having a metal gate crushed onto his guts, and then putting a figure four leg lock on top of that. That was sick last week. So anyway, the match officially begins as they get inside. Darby hits a running crossbody out to the floor, and then Sanjay Dutt, Satnam Singh are roaming around the area. The big man is like saying, "Come on, you want to do a dive? Come on!" So Darby feints a dive and just looks at him, and then Jay Lethal does a monkey flip Allen's ribs into the steel steps. Ow! And then Jay goes to work on him, puts him underneath the barricade, and puts on the woo Nature Boy figure four leg lock. That was sick. And then Bryce, the referee's count, was like, "Hey, break the hole. 1, 2, 3. I'm like, he's on the outside. You don't have to count to 5, dude. But anyway, he starts kicking at the leg on the apron, and then a German suplex on the apron rocks Darby. Ow! As we go to break, we come back. Jay grabs a reverse fisherman suplex. Interesting. Flips him face first onto the mat. Never saw that one before. He goes up top looking for, "Oh yeah, hail to the king, the Macho Man elbow. Oh yeah. Winning elbows down from heaven like I always do. Ain't that right, Miss Elizabeth?" "That's right, Randy." "Oh yeah, freaked out, Macho Man. Yeah, get it. Oh yeah." Okay. Alright, so he goes for that. It gets counted into a crucifix for a near fall by Darby, who gets hit with lethal injection. Well, actually, Jay Lethal tries for lethal injection. Darby counters that into a rear naked choke, which gets broken up. Lethal goes to the outside. Darby sees Satnam Singh like staring right at him. It's like, "Oh, you want to try it again? Try to dive again? Come on! Come on!" Like Shinsuke would do. Darby goes for the dive and basically bounces off Satnam Singh like he's like, bing! Whoop. And then then Bryce sees what Satnam Singh and Sanjay Dutt are doing and done, and he goes, you are out of here, out you go." So they leave, and then we see a guy in a Sting coat and mask come in and hit Darby with a baseball bat, and commentator's like, "It's Sting!" Wait, that's not Sting. Obviously, it's not Sting because he's not chubby like Sting looks. So anyway, he hits Darby with the bat, and right then and there, Jay Lethal hits lethal injection. This time he hits it. 1, 2, 3. Jay Lethal gets the win in 9 minutes and change. Match is alright. I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. And that was it. After the match, we get a 3-on-1 beatdown. And then the lights go out. We hear the music of Sting. And then we hear Tony Baloney once again go, "It's Sting!" But he doesn't come out, and then they cut back to the ring where we see the imposter Sting. No, not the NWO version of Sting. We see this version of Sting, and they beat Darby down, and then Sanjay Dutt and Jay Lethal, Jay Lethal takes off the hood, and then he takes off the mask, and it's Cole Carter. 2 Dimes, from Tony D'Angelo's club. So yeah, Cole Carter. I'm like, what? I didn't get that at all. Because how Jay Lethal said, "I got an old friend coming." I'm like, You don't know anything about Cole Carter? What the fuck? What? But anyway, then we hear more music from Sting than that. Again, we think Sting's coming out this time, a second time, but the Sanjay Dutt and company, they all go out to meet Sting, who's not there, and then while that's going on, we see Darby getting up. He's kind of disoriented. Then we see somebody getting in the ring. He has a cowboy hat. And I'm thinking, nah, it's not Adam Page, is it? And I'm like, wait a minute. Upon further look, I'm like, no, not him. In AEW? No, not him. And it's Jeff Jarrett. JEFFJARRETT. Jeff Jarrett. Yep. The Last Outlaw. Jeff Jarrett appears in the ring. And he spins Darby around, BAM! Smashes him with the freaking guitar, busts him wide open on the back of his head. I'm like, holy shit. That was the old friend that Jay Lethal was talking about from their Impact days. So I wrote on Twitter, Impact Takeover! Or NWA Takeover, whatever you want to call it. So that was shocking. A little bit of an interesting surprise from Tony Khan. I didn't think, of all people, Jeff Jarrett, who's a former, two-time Hall of Famer, well, in Impact and in WWE, I didn't think he would go to AEW. I thought his contract he was still on the contract with WWE. I guess I was wrong. But anyway, he hits Darby, lays him out, and his head is just busted wide open. We see blood like gushing out of his head. So Jarrett talks about how Darby worships Sting, and if you followed Impact lore back in the day, Sting and Jeff Jarrett had wars over the NWA TNA title. So he talks about Darby worships Sting and how Sting has become Darby's greatest weakness. He talks about his family. The Jarretts have been in wrestling for over 75 years. That's a long time. And wherever he goes, greatness follows. Yeah. If wherever you go, greatness follows. You want to explain Global Force Wrestling there, Jeff? Hmm? That horrible promotion where he went nowhere? And then basically that whole thing where Dixie lost control and then you bought the company for a little bit. And then really, TNA had to get saved by Billy fucking Corgan of all people. And Anthem Sports. And TNA's still going strong today, but not with Billy Corgan at the helm. Billy Corgan's doing pretty damn nicely in NWA right now. But yeah. We want to talk about greatness wherever you go. Greatness follows there, Jeff. Talk to me about Global Force Wrestling, okay? If not, shut up! Anyway, his family's fingerprints are all over AEW. Okay. But when he's done, there will be full body bags. Then he's like, choke on that, slap nuts. That's why I like to call the trolls that. They're all a bunch of slap nuts. They don't have any nuts. If they did, I'd like to kick them in the nuts. But I digress on that. Alright, so that was kind of shocking to see Jeff Jarrett kind of invade, if you will, the AEW. So we'll see what happens with this situation. Now that Jarrett has aligned himself with his a good buddy Jay Lethal, another good buddy Sanjay Dutt, and now the big man Satnam Singh, and I don't know where the hell Cole Carter fits into all this shit. He was never in. Was he ever in TNA? I don't think so. And if he was, I probably missed it. But we move on from there, and that's pretty much it. All right, so I gave the match 3 out of 5 stars, and that's it. All right, then we get a quick look at the Firm turning on MJF last week, beating the fucking shit out of him. And that's pretty much it. So we get that. So I'm not going to rate that little part. All right, then we go to the back where we had the AEW World Heavyweight Champion, Jon Moxley, The vile thing! He wants the righty! The vile thing! Jimmy Vaughn? What? Vic Vaughn? Vic Vaughn? Yeah, I think he's due. Yeah. Vaughn, I got one thing to say to you. Strike this motherfucker out! I got your timing down, Vaughn, but I bet you don't have any hair on your balls to throw that pitch again. Well, here it comes, sir. The old number one, the Terminator. You get a piece of it, you can rename it. Then he throws a 110-mile-an-hour fastball. Freaking guy in the Chicago White Sox can't even fucking hit it. And then they play Vile Thing, and then that lady who was a Yankee fan. Oh, I think it was the second one. It was the first one or the second one? I think it was the second one. Not this song again! That's a cult classic. Those two movies. The first one was great. The second one, not so much. But. And then you had Bob Uecker dancing in the freaking booth. Oh my God, the Indians win it! He was sitting in the front row, drinking a Miller Lite. Good old Bob Uecker, Hall of Famer. Also, backstage announcer at WrestleMania 3 when he got choked out by Andre the Giant. You little man! All right, so we have Jon Moxley ready to have a normal night. He never has a normal night, even with Renee Young. Anyway, but for Lee Moriarty, is the biggest night of his life, his career. He says the Blackpool Combat Club, likes Lee Moriarty, but tonight he is backing Moriarty into a corner to see what kind of man he is. And Moxley says, if you have any unrequited anger, it would be a good time to bring it out because you're going to need a lot of help. So we'll see if Lee Moriarty has the cojones to give Moxley a good match. I don't think he does. And that's probably pretty much it. Alright, so I give that 3 out of 5 stars. Then, I thought we went to commercial. Then we start seeing clips of the Elite, Kenny and the Bucks, winning the inaugural Trios titles at All Out. And then we start seeing them getting erased, and then we see somebody with an edit button. I think it's Brandon Cutler, but we don't see his face. I think it's him. Kind of moving things around. It's oh, we're gonna put this, and this is gonna show up. Then we see Death Triangle win the belts. Right after that, the week after, the Wednesday after All Out. So it's just more of, I think, AEW either canceling the Elite or deleting the Elite. Not being the Elite, delete the Elite. I think it's just more hype for them to come back at Full Gear. That's what I think. I really think that the Elite are coming back at Full Gear to take on Death Triangle for the Trios titles and get them right back. And then hold them for I don't know how long. But I think we could get a whole bunch of surprises coming up in 2 weeks. The Elite come back. Maybe Adam Cole Baby comes back. Maybe joins up with the Kingdom. And we'll see what happens with that. And we move on from that. Alright, so that was interesting. So see what happens on Rampage if they show another one. Or we got to wait till next Wednesday night from Boston, Massachusetts. At the Agganis Arena. See what's going to happen with that situation with the Bucks and Kenny. And no mention of CM Punk either. CM Punk's looking like he's about to retire for good. But then again, it changes like every day, every minute, every second, so we don't know. People saying that, he wants to retire, but he has the itch again. I don't know what the situation is. I think Punk should just retire, stay at home, collect a good fat paycheck, and just watch, his hot-ass wife, AJ Lee, run WOW, that's Women of Wrestling, in Los Angeles. Let her be the cash cow, while he just stays there and either does he can probably still be in wrestling and maybe be an analyst, or maybe he'll go back to the MMA world and be an analyst. Because I think his AEW run is over. 1 year of boring as fuck Punk. Just stayed home. But I digress. Without Punk, I don't think Rampage would have got a 1.1 rating. And that whole good year, we actually had a good year with Punk, but then, his ego went completely haywire. And that's that. Alright, so we got that. Then we go on to match number 2. We had for the AEW, actually I thought it was for the title, but it's non-title match. Lee Moriarty with Stokely Hathaway taking on Jon Moxley with Regal! War Games! Mr. Regal at ringside. I thought it was going to be on commentary, but Ethan Page was on commentary, so they didn't want to have a big, humongous smorgasbord in that little dinky little part of the commentary table next to the freaking stage, which is like really small. I'm like, I don't know about the Chesapeake Arena, but it looks like a freaking bingo hall. That stage is very small. Maybe just me, I don't know. But anyway, match was alright, nothing great. So he started off, kind of sizing each other up. Moriarty manages to send Moxley into the corner with some running tiger uppercuts. Then he takes Moxley down by the arm. We go to break. We come back. Moriarty still in control. Grabs a bridging single underhook DDT. So that's a mouthful to say. For a near fall. And starts stomping away at Moxley. But Moxley gets all mad. He's like, hit me again. And fights back up. Starts beating up on Moriarty. Sets up for the King Kong Lariat. Kong. And he hits that. Sets up a suplex for a near fall. Then he slug it out back and forth. Moxley wins that. Grabs an armbar. But it gets reversed into a Border City stretch. That might be a Mexican thing, I don't know. But anyway, that gets broken up as well. Moxley elbows his way out of it. Sets up for the cross arm breaker, and Moriarty tapped out. So he won a Fujiwara, not a Fujiwara armbar, but like a kind of a code red. Not a, I don't know what he called it. Cross arm breaker, kind of like, almost like a crossface almost, but. But in any event, Moxley gets the win in over 10 minutes, and I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. After the match, Moxley gets attacked by Ethan Page, who comes off commentary, runs down to the ring, drops Moxley, and he picks him up, hits the Lisa Ramon Chico, Lisa's H. Something happened to me, something happened to you, Chico. So he hits that, then he picks up the belt. Looks like he wants a shot at the belt, so we might get that on Rampage this Friday night, or maybe next week from Boston. And we'll see what happens with that. And we move on from there. Alright, we're going fast and furious. Chat room's still open if you want to chat. If not, then we'll just keep going. Alright, after that, we're supposed to get a sit-down interview with Renee Paquette and Saraya Knight or Paige and Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, baby. But this was taped earlier in the day from like a skybox, so I don't know where they were, like really high up in the arena. But it's only Saraya and Renee. Britt Baker's nowhere to be found. So Paige is like, I should have known this was gonna happen. So Saraya asks Britt, says that Britt doesn't have the guts or the cojones to do what she does, but there is something special about AEW, and Saraya wants to give more to AEW and the women's division, but won't say where she is medically after when he was like talking about the neck injury, the spinal stenosis, I think it was, or something spinal thing that she had when she got injured by accidentally by Sasha Banks. So she's like, well, I can't say for sure, but I'm going to save that for next week. And I got one more doctor consultation. Now, does that mean Britt Baker or an actual doctor? Like Doc Samson or something like that. But I think next week, she's going to be officially medically cleared. I mean, she's already been cleared, but they just want to make it good for television. So I think next week, Paige will get cleared to wrestle, and then we'll actually get, for the first time ever, Britt Baker versus Paige at Full Gear. And we'll see what happens with that. I obviously would think Paige will win that match. But we'll see what happens with that. So I get that 2.5 out of 5 stars. All right, then we go to the back with Tony Schiavone with Mr. Regal. He says MJF has all the potential in the world, but it isn't going to be enough to have him beat a real demon like Mr. Moxley. So basically, he's saying that MJF has to beat his demon. But we get all that. So I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. All right, then we go to the Daddy Ass birthday bash. You know, his birthday was yesterday, or this recording Tuesday. So happy birthday to Billy Gunn. I think he's like 59 years old. You old fart. But anyway, so Billy Gunn, with his hands all taped up, looking like he's almost at like Edward Scissorhands hands. He comes out with the Acclaimed, who and they finally do the rap this week. Thank the Lord. Yo! Listen! Yo! Listen! Okay, we're listening. So Max raps about it being Billy's birthday. They make some weird, random jokes about Elon Musk, owning Twitter and all that shit. And if you want to get verified on Twitter, you gotta pay $8 a month, I think it is. And you have to go through like Twitter Blue or some type of thing. You have to go through the verification process. It's a big pain in the ass. If you don't want it, you don't have to pay for it. That's what I'm doing. I don't need a check mark. I don't care. I'm not giving Elon Musk my hard-earned money. Or even if like Facebook or Instagram, you had to pay to get a check mark or get verified for that shit. I'm not paying you fuckers money. Fuck you. If I ever had to pay Susan, you know what I do with that money? I would get $1 and say, hey, here's $1. You can't shake it for me, Disgusting cunt. Here's your $1 right up your ass. Fix the fucking website, or just get rid of it, and get rid of yourself next time too. Get out of here. Take that $1 and go to the dollar store and get a squishy or something like that. Fucking cunt she is. But anyway, alright, so the Acclaimed and Billy Gunn come out for Daddy Ass celebration, birthday bash. So Anthony Bowens, I think, led off and said that him and Max are annoyed that Swerve Strickland hurt Billy's hands last week. That sick thing with the freaking pliers. Because he can't scissor anymore. And scissoring is taking over the world. Scissor me, daddy ass! Come on, scissor me, people. Not like that, but you know what I mean. Because I don't swing that way. I'll scissor with Rosa later. Anyway, Billy has it covered, though, with the big foam scissoring hands that he got as a present. That was kind of nice. And then next thing I was like, you can buy that now on shopaew.com. Nice cheap plug. Alright, so Max Caster asks, who has some gifts for Billy? And then he goes outside, and he gets a big paper scissors from a kid, who, he gives like a fist bump, and, he scissors the kid, which I thought was weird. Anyway, so he gets an official gift for that. That was kind of cool. Do it for the kids, children. Do it for the kids. But we're not done yet. I've got more gifts to give. We hear about some of Billy's accomplishments, and there was a mention of WWE. He's like, oh, you should have been at the reunion. And then Billy's like, you're doing the suck it symbols and shit. That was kind of funny. But then Bowens gives Billy Gunn a World's Greatest Dad trophy. And then he suggests that there were going to be some guests from DX in the arena. Yeah. No, you think Hunter and Road Dogg and X-Pac were gonna be there, and Shawn Michaels? Yeah, right. Maybe people dressed as them. That could have been something, but still. But they were made that he didn't go to the reunion, so fell through. We all know what happened with that. It sucks it wasn't there in Brooklyn. But I digress. All right, so we got a nice moment of the Acclaim talking about Billy being such a great mentor to them. And they have one more final gift for them, and they pull out an official adoption certificate. So basically now, Max Caster and Anthony Bowens are adopted sons of Billy Gunn, officially. It's the official document. So there's like, all you have to do is sign on the dotted line to make it official. So it's about to sign, and then the Gun Club come out, Colton and Austin Gunn, or the Ass Boys. Billy Gunn and the Ass Boys! I missed that theme by Mr. Danhausen. I will curse you. Mr. Danhausen. He's very evil, very dangerous. So, they think the invitation must have gotten lost in the mail, because, hey, we're your sons, why didn't we get an invitation? But they have their own gift, and that gift is a man that is 7 feet tall, and you can't teach that. And that's W. Morrissey, or Big Cass. He comes from behind and lays out Billy Gunn with a big boot. Then the Acclaim get beat up by the Guns. And so it's basically like a 3-on-3 beatdown. Or more, I think it was more than that. Maybe the numbers were catching up to the Guns and, not the Guns, sorry, the Acclaim and Billy Gunn. And then FTR, Forever the Revival, come out, Cash Wheeler and Dash Hardwood. They come out to make the save. And then we get a little bit of a stare down with them and the Acclaimed over the AEW Tag Team titles. So, we'll see what happens with that. We might get that match at Full Gear, and if things go the way I'm thinking it might go, we might have quadruple Tag Team Champions. FTR will hold all the gold, except for the WWE titles. They already hold the IWGP Tag Team Championship, the Ring of Honor Tag Team Championships, and the AAA Tag Team titles. So all they need now to complete the circle of life, as we call it, is the AEW Tag Team titles. And I think they might get them at Full Gear, but we'll see. So I gave that segment 3.25 out of 5 stars, and we move on. All right, then we go to another segment with Tony Baloney and his best friend in the whole wide world, that is Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, baby. And she's with one of her best friends, and that's Jamie Hayter. Lovely, nice, hot piece of ish. Well, both of them are nice, hot pieces of ish. Anyway, Britt says, I'm not going to jump because Saraya and Renee told her to. So, so me and Jamie just want to wrestle somebody. So, go find, she says, like, Tony, go find, not Tony Baloney, Tony Khan, man. She says, Tony Khan, go find me 2 opponents for Rampage this Friday night. I wonder who that could be. Probably be maybe Hikaru Shida and Toni Storm. Could be any 2 women in that women's division, but we'll see. All right, so I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. All right, then we hear the music of Chris Jericho and the Jericho Appreciation Society. He comes out to Judas in My Mind. Comes out the Oak Show, the Wizard, the Painmaker, the Ring of Jericho champion. He comes out with what did he come out with? He came out with Jake Hager, and I think he came out with Daniel Garcia, the Pure Champion, for his title defense against an unknown Ring of Honor champion. So he goes a little recap about being the champion and being all these, saying that I'm gonna be the best Ring of Honor champion ever, stuff like that, and you all acknowledge the Ocho, 5'3", all that stuff. So Bobby Cruz is in the ring, and he's about to announce his opponent, and then we hear boom, boom, Colt Cabana, boom, boom. I'm like, oh no, not him. Why him? I was hoping it would be PCO or maybe Adam Cole, baby, or maybe people were saying Chris Hero. Who's your hero? Chris Hero, or maybe Claudio. Nope, it was Colt Cabana. Well, Colt Cabana, the man who does not suck dick. He used to, but now he doesn't. But anyway, Colt Cabana comes out, and I'm like, fuck this shit, I'm out. I'm like, I don't want to see this match. Come on. So anyway, this wasn't a great match, but it is what it is. We had Ian Riccaboni on commentary. I believe we had Paul Turner as your referee because he's a senior referee. I still don't understand. Where the hell is Todd Sinclair? Did he just retire? Anybody know where Todd Sinclair is? Did he like fall off the face of the earth? Did he fall in a vat of Twinkies? I don't know. I haven't seen him in like so long. I think the last time I saw Todd Sinclair was Final Battle 2019. So it's been almost 3 years since we've seen Todd Sinclair. I think he retired from wrestling. Maybe he's actually going to lose weight this time. No, I don't know. But anyway, so they go face to face to start. Cabana shoulders Jericho down, starts hammering away. He rolls Jericho up out of the corner for a near fall, but can't clothesline Jericho to the outside. But instead, he takes Jericho up top for the Chicago Skyline. And it looked like he was about to win the title, but both of them fall out to the floor in a big-time, scary-looking crash. But both of them are okay to finish the match. As we go to break, we come back. Colt strikes away at Jericho, sets up the middle rope falling splash for a near fall. Then the flip, flop, and fly is about loaded up. It gets broken up. But Colt reverses the Judas Effect elbow into the Billy Goat's curse. And then he transitions that into the Superman pin. Looked like he was about to, I thought he was going to grab the rope for extra leverage. But he gets a near fall out of that as Jake Hager makes the save. And Danny Garcia's like, oh, you did a good job. Good job. Good job, Jake. You're the man. You're that weird Funkasaurus grimace-looking freaking hat. But good job. Creepy. Anyway, so Cole hits both members of the Jericho Appreciation Society with an Asai moonsault. Goes back in and he goes off the ropes into a really sloppy code breaker from Jericho. 1, 2, 3. Chris Jericho retains the Ring of Jericho Championship in a little over 8 minutes. Match itself was mid. And I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. And that's pretty much it. After the match, Jericho and company go up the ramp. And then they stop. They look at Ian Riccaboni. They abduct him. And they're about to beat the fuck out of him like they did to Jerry Lynn and to Bobby Cruz. Because Jericho wants to destroy Ring of Honor from within and basically make it Ring of Jericho. So he's about to hit Ian Riccaboni with the Ring of Jericho title. And then Claudio comes out for the save. And then Sammy Guevara comes out. Wheeler Yuta comes out. Brian Danielson come out. And it's a big-time brawl between both factions. And they have to be pulled apart to basically end the segment. So we'll see what happens with that situation as we go into Full Gear. I'm thinking at Final Battle, we're going to get Claudio in his rematch against Jericho. And I think Claudio might get it back for the second time. But then again, we don't know. And we'll see what happens when we get there. That's it. All right. We move on. All right. Then we go to the back with, once again, Tony Baloney. This time with Death Triangle. He has that bastard Pac. Rey Fenix and his brother Pentagon Zero Miedo. The Trios champions there. Rey's asked about his All-Atlantic title match against Luchasaurus and Orange Cassidy. So Rey's all ready to win the belt, but Pac's like, well, I want you to be smart about winning the belt, so use this. And he takes out the hammer and says, you want to win the belt, then be smart. You don't want to do it, then don't do it. Either way, we'll see what happens with that. So Pac wants them to cheat to win the belt, like he did to beat Orange Cassidy to retain the belt. But we'll see what happens with that. So I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. There we go, right into the All-Atlantic title match. Rey Fenix, Luchasaurus, and Orange Cassidy. We had Alex Abrahantes at ringside along with Christian Cage for Luchasaurus. Pretty fun match. Also Rey Fenix and Orange Cassidy going at it. After Luchasaurus starts, so a 2-on-1, but that really doesn't get that far. But a double dropkick puts them on the floor. that leads Phoenix to miss a kick to face, earning herself a big-time spinning DDT for a near fall by the man who does this with his thumb. Luchasaurus goes right back in to beastly beat the crap out of them, including a release suplex to Orange Cassidy. Then we get a double clothesline, leaves Luchasaurus as the last man standing. As we go to break, we come back. Orange Cassidy hits the stun dog millionaire on Luchasaurus, knocks him out to the outside, but Luchasaurus shrugs that off a double dive. Chokeslams Rey Fenix through the ringside table. And then Orange Cassidy gets knocked up the ramp. And I think Luchasaurus is going to either choke him on the ramp or off the ramp. And then we see Jungle Man Jack Perry come out with a chair, just starts beating the fucking shit out of Luchasaurus. And then Christian tries for the save, and then he gets run off to the back. And then Jungle Boy Jack runs full steam and a big running crossbody off the stage onto a table off the stage. That was kind of sick, which basically left Rey Fenix and Orange Cassidy to try to get in the ring before the count of 10. They both get in the ring, and then that bastard Pac shows up with the hammer. Tries to give it to Phoenix. Phoenix is like, I don't want it. I want to win it the easy way. So instead, they trade roll-ups until Orange Cassidy hits the Orange Punch. Not the Hawaiian Punch, like this thing right here. But he hits the Orange Punch, knocks out Rey Fenix. 1, 2, 3. Orange Cassidy gets the win in just under 10 minutes. And now he has the official duty to name his own opponent on Friday Night Rampage. So they had the contract beforehand. The winner gets to choose his opponent on Friday night. We get that. So the match was okay. I gave it 3.25 out of 5 stars. After the match, Pac comes in for the beatdown. He's beating him down, and Rey Fenix is like completely out. And then, of all people, I didn't know. I thought he was staying in Japan. But out comes Katsuyori Shibata. Shibata! Woo! I marked the fuck out because I love Shibata. Former junior heavyweight champion, I might add. He comes out with Rocky Romero and the Best Friends. So kind of like a semi-Roppongi Vice reunion. Not that Shibata was ever in Roppongi Vice, but he knows Rocky Romero from New Japan. So they all come out for the save. They run off Death Triangle. And then Shibata picks up the... Actually, Shibata points at the All-Atlantic title, and then Cassidy grabs the contract from on the ground. He gives it to Shibata, and Shibata nods his head. So we got our official All-Atlantic title match for Rampage this Friday night. It's going to be a banger, and a banger, like Sheamus would say, banger of a match. First, I think this is the first time ever. Orange Cassidy and Katsuyori Shibata, 1-on-1. Oh, and all I have to say about that is, I have come. Oh, I marked the hell out for this. I can't wait till Friday. It's going to be a great match. Great match. I don't think Shibata's going to win the title, but it'd be great to see him again in the ring. I think this is his first. I don't know about that. I think he's had maybe 1 or 2 official matches back since he broke his neck about a couple years ago. But he's back. This is going to be amazing. His theme's going to play. His theme is just not as great as Minoru Suzuki. I love that theme, but Shibata's is pretty damn good too. Even I almost said Goku. Goto's theme, his first is not his theme now. I think he has a different theme than the one he had previously. But that theme was pretty damn good. Japan has nice themes. Most of them are from animes, though. If I was in Japan, I would come out to the Dragon Ball Z theme or Vegeta's Pride theme. And then you hear Vegeta in the beginning. It's like, nobody would take my pride. I am the prince of all Saiyans, Kakarot. Sprinkles. Okay. So that we get that. So it's gonna be one epic. I'll say it. Mike, get ready. Your name's gonna be called. What? Oh, I just want to say that Katsuyori Shibata and Orange Cassidy are gonna fight. You know about Shibata, right? Yeah, I know about him. He's kind of cool and everything. He's not as awesome as me. Well, obviously you're more awesome than him. I know. By the way, how you doing, Mike? I haven't talked to you in a while. Yeah, why didn't you answer my calls lately? I'm busy. I gotta run a show. I gotta work. I gotta, bang the missus. She says hi, by the way. Oh, tell her I said hi. But just tell her I'm awesome too in bed too. But fuck you. You're not gonna touch her. All right? I'll put you through a fucking table. Okay, Gilmore. I'm sorry. Anyway, yeah. Just want to let you know that I took care of Prince by the way. Oh, what happened? Yeah, he turned on me and went to that bitch Sean's Entertainment. Oh, that son of a bitch! Why didn't you call me? Oh, well, yeah, I told you I was busy. Well, next time call me. I'll come down from heaven and put him to a glass table. Because I'm awesome. He's not. That piece of... Don't say it. Don't say it. Be easy. All right. I gotta go. You go back to the bar and hang out with Jerome, okay? Motherfucker. Okay, I gotta go. Bye! Okay. Get out of here. Oh, that guy's annoying. What'd you say? Oh, I just said you were awesome. Oh, I know. Okay, get out of here. Crazy guy. Oh, yeah, so I can't wait for Rampage on Friday night. It's going to be epic! Oh. And, yeah, I think Friday night we will all come for that match. And we move on from there. Von Wagner reminds me of Jake Hager. Good comparison. Do you agree? Nah, not really. I don't see it. Jake Hager and Von Wagner comparison? I mean, if Von Wagner smoked some weed, then I can think about that. Because as we all know, Jake Hager is weed! The people. Von Wagner is just, Von Wagner. His dad's name is Von Kaiser. No, okay. But yeah, I don't see the comparison there. They're big men, but Jake Hager's way better talented than him. So, but, it is what it is. Let me move on. All right, then we go to the back with Tony Baloney, and his guests are Isaiah Swerve Strickland, who's a cousin. He's there with a special guest, and Rick Ross, the rapper extraordinaire. The man who goes, the Whisper song. I don't want to see you work with it. I want to see you pants with that. Stuff like that. That guy. So Rick Ross is in the building. I like Rick Ross. He's pretty cool. But anyway, so they're there. And Rick Ross puts Strickland over as one of the best rappers in the game. I'm like, okay. Swerve probably has a good rap album out or rap career, but I could care less because rap is crap. Right there, Kurt Hennig. I like country music. I like country girls. I like Willie Nelson. And don't forget about Pearl. There's only one thing that I hate, and it's a bunch of crap. Rap is crap. There you go. You try to sing that better than me. You can't. And that's all I gotta say about that. Alright, so Keith Lee comes in and wants to know what was the whole thing about, what was that thing last week about breaking Billy Gunn's fingers with the freaking, the pliers and everything? And who the hell was holding the camera? So people were thinking that maybe he was holding the camera the whole time, or he had help from somebody. Maybe it was Rick Ross. I don't know. I'm thinking that Keith Lee held the camera for Swerve to do that shit to Billy Gunn. Because it couldn't have been Billy Swerve himself. I'm like, how are you going to do that with one hand? Hold the camera and then break the fingers with the pliers at the same hand. That makes no sense. But anyway, so Keith's like kind of wondering about that. Swerve makes a peace offering of an 8-man tag team match next week with him and Keith Lee and the Ass Boys taking on FTR and the Acclaimed. So we get that. Keith Lee says, okay, we'll do it. Or as my good friend Paul Stanley would like to say. Right, Paul? Let's do it. Okay. Not like that, but let's do it. Anyway. So, yeah, that was kind of interesting that Keith Lee blew up. Like, who's the cameraman there? That was just there by itself? I don't know. Alright, so I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we go to your squash match of the night. And we're going to talk about this. Jade Cargill, who is 40-0, the TBS champion, still the TBS champion, even though she didn't come out with the belt. She takes on Marina Shafir. This match was pure garbage. Probably the worst match in AEW history. In their 3-year history, this is probably one of the worst matches I ever seen. They look so bad in the ring. Botches galore. And then Vicky Guerrero, excuse me! And the native beast, Nyla Rose, come out. Nyla has the freaking TBS title around her waist. And then she's dancing, like doing some really weird gyrations. I'm like, what is this? And then they're like cutting over commentary. And commentary's like, this is cringe. And I'm like, yeah, let's get, like, send for the man! Get the hook! And I'm not hook, but, get the hook! Somebody called Botchamania, send for the man. This was horrible. Jade wins, obviously, with Jaded. 1, 2, 3 to retain the belt. Not that you even had the belt. But anyway, she goes 41-0, and I gave this match 2 out of 5 stars. It was just a total garbage fest of a match. Both women look really green in the ring, I should say. And if AEW they need a creative team. They need a lot of work with that women's division right now, because Tony Khan thought he could book a women's match and failed. Big time epic failure, Tony Khan, man. Horrible match. It really made JD look like a freaking god. I hate JD, but man, he was like probably in his house watching the match, while stroking his cat, Mrs. Witherspoon, what's the name of the cat in Austin Powers? I forgot the name of it. I think it was Mr. Buttersworth or something like that. He's like, Dr. Eve was stroking his cat like JD was stroking his cat. But, he was like, I told you so, I told you so. Shut up, you're still an egomaniac, you're a prick. Fuck you. But I digress. Anyway, so we got that. So I get a 2 out of 5 stars. After the match, Jade goes to the ramp to get the belt, but then we see Kara Hogan get attacked from behind by Nyla Rose, and after she tries to steal the TBS title back, but she gets knocked down, and Nyla Rose leaves the ringside area with the belt still. So, looks like we're going to get at Full Gear Nyla Rose versus Jade Cargill for the official TBS title. I think Jade's going to get it back, and we don't know who she's going to lose to. So she'll probably go maybe 42, maybe 43-0 after this pay-per-view, and then who beats her? I don't know. I don't know who beats her at this point. I don't know. I think it's going to be Maki Ito, motherfucker! You know who it should be? Mina Saramura from Japan, from Joshi. Or maybe, what's her name? Julia from some Stardom. The one that might be winning the IWGP Women's Championship come Battle Autumn. I think it's that Battle Autumn is supposed to be, I think it's that show where we're going to get a new first time ever IWGP Women's Champion. I don't think it's going to be the actually going all the way up to the Tokyo Dome. I could be wrong. But I think Julia's going to win that. But then we'll see what happens with that. And that's it. So, Full Gear, we're going to have Jade Cargill and Nyla Rose for the TBS Championship. And we'll move on from there. Alright, then we get a video about the Samoa Joe Brian Cage feud that happened from last week, setting up for the main event. I don't know why the Ring of Honor TV title was in the main event. I would have put maybe Jericho in the main event, but I'm not the booker. Just a schmuck from New York. But it is what it is. So we get that. Alright, before the main event, we get a really weird vignette about the House of Black. Now, we all know they all disbanded after, I think it was all out, when Malachi Black, Tommy N, wanted a conditional release, wanted to clear his mind, go on a mental break, and then the other two members, Buddy Matthews and Brody King and Julia Hart, were just going to stay in AEW, but then I think Buddy Matthews was about to get asked for his release, and I don't think Tony Khan gave it to him. But anyway, we see this weird video where Julia Hart is walking with some druids or some people, and then we see Malachi Black getting put in some type of cloth. And then they put him in a grave. It's like the funeral of the House of Black. It just felt weird. And it looks like a new House of Black, or maybe a new name, is coming to AEW. So for those of you who thought that Aleister Black was done and going back to WWE, you were wrong! He's coming back, maybe with a new look, new gimmick. I don't know what the House of Black are going to look like after this. So I guess we'll have to find out in whenever they come back to television. So I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we get a video on Jamie Hayter versus Toni Storm for the AEW Interim Women's Championship. I guess, can we still call it the Interim Championship, or can we just call it the AEW Women's Championship now? Because Thunder Rosa don't have it anymore, and I don't know when she's coming back. So I'm going to call it the AEW Women's Championship at Full Gear. So get that video. So we see some old pictures. They're old friends, even lived together in England during the pandemic. Interesting. So things have changed. So we're gonna get these lovely Blitz fighting in the ring for the AEW Women's Championship. I hope Jamie Hayter wins, but I'm having a feeling that Britt Baker is gonna cost Jamie the title, and then they're gonna start feuding after Britt gets her butt kicked by Saraya Knight. We'll see what happens with that. Alright, so I give that 2.5 out of 5 stars. And then we end the night with your main event for the Ring of Honor title, Samoa Joe versus Brian Cage. We had Prince Nana of the Embassy, my good friend Prince Nana, out at ringside. Match itself was okay. Big meat men slapping meat in that ring. Joe tries to go for a shoulder. Doesn't work on the first attempt, but the second attempt works. Then some more shots puts Brian Cage down until Prince Nana causes a distraction, which says Brian Cage take over in the corner. Cage hits one hell of a suplex as we go to a very quick break. We come back. Brian Cage is posing. He's like, "You're on the machine! Look at me! I'm married to Melissa Santos, you son of a bitch! That should have been me, bastard." Anyway, so he's posing, and it takes too long. Joe comes right back, striking away at him. Sets up a running boot to the face. Then a backsplash, gets a near fall. And Joe takes a little bit of time to catch his breath. Goes for the scoop power slam and hits that and gets a near fall. Cage comes right back with a 619. And then a macho man elbow from the top for a near fall. Cage then place plants Joe. Looks like he was about to pull him up for maybe the drill claw or the F5, but Joe pulls him into the coquina clutch, and Brian Cage tapped out. 1, 2, 3. Samoa Joe retains the Ring of Honor TV title in a little over 11 minutes, and that's all I gotta say about that. So I gave the match 3 out of 5 stars, and then after the match, we see the Gates of Agony come down for a 3-on-1 beatdown. Prince Nana was directing traffic, of course. And then Wardlow comes out for the save, or so we thought. He kind of clears the ring, and then he has his back, his He's going like this way to the ramp. He's yelling at the Gates of Agony and Brian Cage and Prince Nana, but doesn't see that Powerhouse Hobbs is behind him, and he hits one hell of a spine buster on him like he did, I think, last week. And then he picks up the TNT title, even though he looked like he was almost about to pick up the Ring of Honor TV title. So it looks like we might get Wardlow versus Powerhouse Will Hobbs on Rampage, or maybe at Full Gear. And should be one hell of a match, one big beefy men slapping meat type of match. And we'll see what happens with all that. But all in all, that ends my review. And my final rating for this show, 6.5 out of 10 stars. And let me know what you guys think of the show down below in the comments section, or you can do a video reply if you wish. And that's pretty much it. Don't forget to smash that like button, stick that thumb straight up the wazoo, and continue to subscribe to my channel and my other channels as well down below. We're getting closer and closer to, well, actually not on this channel, but we're at 410 subscribers right now, so hopefully we'll be on the road to 450. But the rank channel is getting a little bit closer to that 450 mark. Hopefully we can hit that by the end of the year, or maybe going into 2023, and then maybe by the middle or end of next year we hit 500. It'd be a nice round number. Big milestone right there. But we'll see what happens when we get there. I'm not asking you all, begging you all to sub to my channel. It's your choice if you want to sub to me or not. But, you know, if you're fake, thank you for the free sub. If you're real, thank you so much for the sub. And tell your friends about the channels and have them subscribe to my channels. And if they like the content, great. Hit that like button and leave a comment or two. And continue to smash that bell to get notified so you don't miss a goddamn upload. And that's it. Alright, guys, I'm out of here. Thanks you all for watching. Once again, thank you to Will Rally Sport Rally for coming on. Thank you, mate, at 7:30 in the morning. So, hope you have a great Thursday, sir. Maybe I'll talk to you tomorrow. Maybe I'll probably talk to you Friday. I'll see what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. I might take the day off. I got some errands to run. I got other things to do. So, I got a busy day tomorrow. And a very busy day on Friday. I gotta go grocery shopping with the missus. I got physical therapy. I gotta do a whole bunch of stuff Friday. And then Saturday will be your Crown Jewel. I will be doing TSL 41, my Crown Jewel predictions, probably late Friday afternoon, because I gotta go, food shopping and other things. I gotta finish my errands with the missus, and then by the time I come home, I'm hoping to get it up by around 6, maybe 6:30, right before SmackDown goes on the air, and then I'll lead you into SmackDown. That'll be possibly a I don't think I'm gonna go live for that one. Probably just do the predictions, get it done with, and get ready for SmackDown, and then I will be live Friday night for SmackDown and Rampage on the Killer Demons channel, and then late Saturday night, right here on this very channel, your Crown Jewel 4 review, and then that'll be it for the weekend. And then we'll be back on Monday, this coming Monday, for your Raw review. Monday or Tuesday, we'll have to see what happens with that. And that's pretty much it. So, 6.5 out of 10 stars for AEW. Wasn't really a great show. Kind of a letdown show tonight. I think the ratings are going to take a big hit from last week's 997,000 views. I would think this week they'll probably get about maybe 800,000 because of the World Series. Congratulations to the Astros. First combined no-hitter in Major League history. So the knot of the series up at 2. Game 5 tomorrow night at 8 p.m. on Fox. So that's going to compete with Week 9 in the NFL, in the league where they play for pay. That game, we'll see what happens with that. Not really looking forward to that game. Niners are off this week, coming off a big win in LA, beating those godforsaken Rams, wiping the floor with them. So we go into the bye at 4-4. We're one game back of the Seacocks, who play Arizona this week. So I'm hoping Arizona gets the win so we can, at least be a half game out with the second half to play. And then I think we're done with the Seahawks this season. We got we're gonna play the Arizona Cardinals twice, one in Mexico City, one in Arizona itself. And I think we have one more game against the Seahawks, and that's late in the season. I have to look at the schedule. Actually, I got it right here. Good to have it right next to me. So, but the Bible of all sports. Let's look up the 49ers schedule and see. They got Arizona in on Monday Night Football, November the 21st, right before Thanksgiving. They do play at Seattle. It's a Thursday night game, December the 15th. And then they got their final game of the year at home in Santa Clara, California at Levi Stadium against the Cardinals on January 7th or the 8th. Depends on, they're probably going to be flexing some of the games in the next couple weeks. But we'll see what happens with that. They also got Tom Brady and the Buccaneers coming up. They got the Chargers coming the week after next, week 10. That is at home. I think is it at home? It is in LA, so it's basically a home game. Let me look at that. Yep, it's at home. They're basically home for the rest of the year. The only time they actually they're basically home for the rest of the season. They don't have to travel anywhere. The only place they're traveling is Vegas and then Mexico City. And then basically they're at home the entire rest of the season. That's damn good. And there's rumors going around that Odell Beckham Jr., the guy who used to play for the Giants and play for the Rams last year, won a Super Bowl. He might be coming to the Niners. I would love that. Have a wide receiver core, Ayuk, Debo, and OBJ, along with Kittle. Oh, that just makes me happy, my pantalones. As long as Jimmy G has a good offensive line, he can throw the ball to them. But they have a great running game now with Christian McCaffrey went off last week. Hopefully he does that against the Chargers in 2 weeks. I think the Niners have a great shot to win this division as long as Seattle loses a couple games or two. But the Niners they're in the driver's seat right now if they get tied for the division. Like I said, they got three division games left. If they win one of them, they win the division. If the season comes to be tied for the division, so we'll have to see. We got a long way to go. We got 9 more weeks, counting this week. We got 9 more weeks of the season to go. And we're getting to nitty-gritty time. We'll talk about the playoffs in a couple weeks. Right around December, we talk about the playoffs. And we'll see what happens with that. I think, my Niners will get in. I think the Giants will definitely get in. What seed, we don't know. If they win the East from the Eagles, or they get a wild card, probably that number 1 wild card. And depending where the Niners go, hopefully they'll be a number 3 seed and not a number 4 seed. And the Giants will be a number 5 seed because that's the first wild card. I don't want to see Niners-Giants because that scares the hell out of me. But if they get Odell Beckham Jr., it's probably a wrap for the Giants. And guess who has the home game? We do. And Giants have had success in San Fran over the years in the playoffs, especially 2010, 2011, when they had that epic freaking overtime game. I think it was in the NFC title game when freaking Ted Ginn Jr. dropped the fucking punt. Giants recovered, and they kicked a field goal to end it, and me and my brother from another mother were like crying up a storm, throwing fucking shit. He almost threw me off a balcony. No, he didn't really did. I was just joking around. But yeah, no, we were on the second floor, so if he threw me off the balcony, I would have survived that, probably. But I digress on that. But yeah, we'll see what happens when we get there. We got a long way to go, like I said. But in any event, thank you all for watching. Once again, thank you to Real Rally for coming on. I will talk to you probably on Friday night for a SmackDown Rampage. So enjoy your Thursday, dude, and I will talk to you later. And anybody else who watched, thank you for the free view, asshole. And that's pretty much it. Don't forget my video, my semi-apology video to these trolls. But it was a really heartfelt video for my other friends there, but just go watch it down below. Give it a like, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and if you know any one of those people I used to affiliate with, show it to them. If they don't want, if they don't have to watch it, they don't have to. But I think they should. But we'll see what happens with that. But I'm getting the help I need, and everything. Hopefully, we'll be fine by the middle of next year. Probably by the spring. Probably by between March and maybe June of next year. Hopefully, everything will be back in order, and hopefully these people see that I made a complete 180. But you know, we'll see what happens with that. I'm gonna put these trolls behind me, and I'm gonna move forward and focus on my videos and focus on mainly my health. And yeah, I'm not gonna be on so much. Probably coming up in the next couple weeks, but we'll see what happens with that. All right, everybody, thanks for watching. Go to sleep. It's almost 3 o'clock in the morning. Go to sleep because you got work tomorrow. Most of you have work tomorrow. I got work tomorrow. So I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to edit this video up, go to sleep, and then I'm going to get up, do my job, and then might do some other stuff tomorrow, and then probably just chill the rest of the day. And that's pretty much it. So thank you for watching. I'm Peter Gilmore signing off. I bid you adieu. Rock on and rock hard with your coat. And if you're not down with that, well, that's just too goddamn bad. Because I'm Peter Gilmore, and I'm better than you. And you will forever know it. And that's it. So, thank you for watching. Have a great Thursday, everybody. And I'll see you again next time. Peace. Ha! Bitches.